It's BNF. We back with another episode, man. I promise you this is gonna be a special one. A lot to talk about. I appreciate all the love I get. Keep the support going. Make sure y'all subscribe. BNF podcast. I told y'all I changed the name. It used to be Broke Nigga Frontin'. Now it's Broke in Frontin'. The white people made me change the name, trying to get a different bag. So gotta be more professional. Last night was a great event. Shout out to my homegirl Fever D. It was a black lingerie party, very sexy, very beautiful. If you wasn't invited, it's because you're a loser, and she really don't fuck with you like that. So that's something you gotta take up with her. But I was there. I had a great time. Hopefully she does it again. There was a lot of dope people in the building. You know, I like going to shit like that. I like going to private events where, you know, there's certain niggas I know I won't, you know, run into and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't see anybody in the building that I shared pussy with, so that's always a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? So I love to be in spaces like that. Like I told you, we got a great interview coming up. She was actually part of the show last night. She was one of the models yesterday. Very beautiful, black and beautiful. You people think that I don't talk to black women. I don't adore black women. I love black women. We're here with a strong black woman. And this episode is gonna prove that. You know what I'm saying? So last night was dope. And I'm excited to have a great conversation. Hi. Jane. Hand clap for her. Yeah, you know what's crazy, right? I'm the worst when it comes to names.
We know.
I'm really bad. Like, that's one thing I really got to work on is people's names when they come in this episode. I did that last episode with Don't Call Me White Girl. You know who Don't Call Me White Girl is?
No.
She's from Philly. She's dope. She's hilarious. I called her Mona on my show, and she didn't say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? So
well, you know I was gonna say something when you was about to mess up my name, so yeah, I helped you.
I had to get it together, and I go on YouTube sometimes and I'll look at the comments. You know what I'm saying? Just to see the feedback. Niggas been flaming me. It's about like 100 comments, and these niggas are like, this nigga fucked up. I stopped listening. He fucked up her name. Da 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 da. Like, I don't know why she even went up there. So it's something I gotta work on. It's people's name. That's why I'm mad that my co-host ain't here, because I usually let her do the introductions. You know, but it's a rough way to, you know, start an interview. It's like going on a date with somebody and you fuck up their name.
Yeah, you already down. City Boy is down like 5 points right now.
Exactly. But I'm a dude, I know how to come back and, you know, I always pick it up. So I'm happy you came on the show.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you. So where you from?
Originally?
Yeah, where you from originally?
Originally, I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincinnati. And I seen you yesterday.
We going to the Super Bowl.
You are. Oh my God, Cincinnati. I forgot y'all in the Super Bowl. I was talking so much shit about Cincinnati that I forgot that you niggas are in the Super Bowl. I forgot all about that.
I only know because people told me I don't watch sports.
Oh, you guys an incredible run. Like, first time I really got in depth with Cincinnati. I'd never been there, but I watch a lot of First 48. I used to watch a lot of First 48 because there was too much telling going on. Cincinnati was one of my favorite cities.
I got some family members that's been on the First 48.
For real? Damn. Isn't that tough to see that? Or are you close with them?
We're not super close, but I'm used to it.
Did they tell on First 48?
No, they did not do the telling.
Okay.
They didn't do the telling.
Okay. I'm not saying nothing, but I'm just making sure. But even if they did tell, that's family anyway. Doesn't matter.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
Still got a whole family down. But when I seen you yesterday, I'm like, damn, who is this girl? Like, I'm watching you model, and I'm like, damn, she's amazing. Like, them teeth are so motherfucking amazing.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You have beautiful teeth, bro. To me, that's like very attractive. Cause now we got a lot of bitches out here with the goofy teeth. Like, your teeth
you mean
natural?
they oversized?
You're oversized. It looks goofy though. Oversized teeth look goofy.
They ain't go to the right dentist. They should have had mine.
You don't eat no candy, huh?
I don't. I've never had a cavity in my life.
God damn.
Never.
You're special.
Oral hygiene is a must.
Yeah, man. But a lot of people probably jealous of you. I had to get my teeth done. My teeth was fucked up.
It was?
Oh yeah, my teeth was really
I might ask for a
up.
picture later.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it to you. I always show people before and after. They say I have an amazing dentist. Saved my life. I used to never smile in pictures. Like having a smile really, really, really changes your life. For real, it does. And the first thing I did when I made $10,000, I got my teeth fixed.
Dang, $10,000. That's a lot of money.
I didn't go shopping. I didn't go take a trip. I didn't go blow it in the club.
You said I gotta go get this money for these teeth.
And luckily I was in college at the time. And I didn't know my teeth was fucked up until a girl told me, and I'll never forget this. I was at Boston College, and I was chilling at a party, right? And it wasn't too much people in the room. It was chilling. It was like Fever D's party. It was very private. And out of nowhere, in the middle of a conversation, she's like, yo, what's up with your teeth? And she said that, true story. That's what she told me. I never forgot it. And I'm like, yo, once I get my money up, first thing I'm going to do is get me some new teeth.
Did you go back and smile on her face is all I want to know.
I've never seen her again.
Okay.
And I've been looking for her on IG, Facebook. I can't find this bitch. I'm ready to smile at this bitch, but I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So
that's all that matters.
I didn't have enough money to fix like the whole bottom, but the most important parts, the front, the top two, and probably like 4 in the bottom, I was able to fix that.
You could always go to Columbia and get that together.
Yeah, I plan on doing that. I really do. Like presentation, talking to people, smile is very important. I didn't even know how important a smile is. It is. Because you can't date nobody with fucked up teeth, could you?
I could. I have.
Your teeth look like that and you can date somebody with fucked up teeth?
We can go to the dentist.
Nah, because now, ever since I got my teeth done, I'm all in people's mouths.
Oh, so now because you got your
I'm
shit.
I'm judgy now.
You one of those?
Yeah, I'm one of those. It's one of those. It's like a bitch who got her body done is like, damn, you fat bitch. Like, I'm one of those. I'm one of those. I forget easy. But anyways, you from Cincinnati. How was it growing up in Cincinnati?
It kind of look like outside here.
You too pretty to be living in Cincinnati.
That's why I don't live there. That's why I don't live there.
What made you leave Cincinnati, and what age did you leave Cincinnati?
When I left Cincinnati, I was like, 23? Yeah, 23. What made me leave Cincinnati? I never used to be in Cincinnati even when I lived there. Like, I was always going and doing something. Mm-hmm. But I had got real sick. Mm-hmm. I had got diagnosed with cancer. And it was just like, if I'm going to die, because I didn't see no, like, I'm about to make it through this. I was like, it definitely won't be here. So I was like, Atlanta or Florida.
How hard?
Atlanta's on the way to Florida.
How hard is it for black people growing up and living in Cincinnati?
I feel like Cincinnati is so racist, and I really didn't even realize it until like I moved away and I would come back home. Like the stuff that we put up with in Cincinnati, like it's horrible. But like if you're not doing anything industrial, like you don't work for the P&G factory or something like that, like or have like a legit corporate job, this is not the place for you. Like you're gonna either sell some drugs, be somebody baby mama, whatever. It's nothing to do.
Do you have any kids?
No, I don't have any kids.
Okay, you got out just in time.
Just in time.
You grew up in a 2-parent household. How was your upbringing?
I grew up with my grandmother, so I don't know. Like I think,
if you don't mind me asking, what happened with your parents?
Well, when you live in Cincinnati, you know, you got some things going on. My mom is actually in the penitentiary right now.
Oh, for real?
So she been in and out. Her. Yeah, free my mama.
Yeah, for real. I'm serious.
Nah, I'm serious too. Free her. She need to.
So you wasn't lying about the first 48. You dead ass.
Nah, like literally, like the first 48, like where my family like lives in the projects now is literally the same. Like you walk down the steps is where my cousin shot somebody and was on the first 48.
Damn. What is your mother in the penitentiary for? Like, what's she doing time for?
You know, a little traffic, a little something. Yeah.
So she was moving work. She's a hustler.
I mean, you know, the feds might be listening. I don't know. Okay. You know,
allegedly. What about your father?
I don't know that guy.
You don't know your father. You never met your father before.
I have no relationship.
So growing up, your grandmother was the one who raised you. Mm-hmm. How was that for you?
It was a beautiful thing. I got I'm like a new age woman with old school values. Men love it. People love it.
Yeah. Was there any Like, did you grow up with any siblings in the house, or was there any cousins you grew up with?
No, I didn't grow up with any of my siblings. It was just me and my grandma. Like, I got 7 brothers, so we all grew up in like different households.
Okay. And how was school growing up for you in Cincinnati?
School was crazy.
You seem like a very articulate person, so
I'm smart like that.
Yeah.
But school was kind of like, I did before I got to high school, I did a whole bunch of like Catholic school, art school. Like I went to the School of Creative and Performing Arts.
Catholic schools have some of the worst women. You know that, right? Fast.
What?
Yes, Catholic school.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I went to a Catholic school. I went to North Cambridge, got kicked out. Went to St. Clements for a little bit.
Got kicked out?
I barely got through, but I got through. I went to college in Worcester, got kicked out my first semester.
You need to get it together.
I did. I graduated from Wheelock College 4 years.
I'm glad you made it through.
Yeah. Sometimes I like make it hard on myself, challenge myself. But Catholic school.
What
right?
about it?
And I went to Catholic school, and I know how it gets. A lot of females in Catholic school, since their parents are very strict and it's a strict environment, it's not public school. It's not like you don't have that type of freedom. A lot of girls sneaky, freaky, explore a lot, open-minded. Were you that type of Catholic school girl?
It was the voice for me. I don't really think so. I feel like
you didn't get
I always
in trouble.
No, I did get in trouble.
Okay.
Nah, weed has never been like. I don't think I even tried weed until I was like almost grown. But I always just had a friend that was always convincing me to do some shit I did not need to do. Okay. So back when I was in Catholic school, I had this friend named Brittany, and like, she was dating and doing stuff. So now it's like we're supposed to be at an after school program, and we sneak in. And
are you nervous? Do I make you nervous?
Why? Because I'm twisting.
You moving around a lot.
I'm moving too much for you?
Yeah.
That's my anxiety. That's just I do that.
Oh, okay. I thought
but
I did
it's not because you making me nervous.
Okay, I thought I was.
But I stopped because it seemed like I'm making you nervous.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, drink your drink.
Catholic girls.
You look like you need that.
Nah, Catholic girls move around a lot, so I'm just trying to get your attention.
You got it.
All right. Your smile is beautiful, though.
Thank you.
Must get you far in life.
A lot of things get you far in life as a woman.
Educated, pretty smile, very attractive.
Being a hustler.
Being a hustler that you are.
Having morals and values.
You always have to have morals and values. And I feel like morals and values these days are depreciated. I feel like with Instagram, women tend to use more of their physical attributes more.
Sometimes.
The human connection is kind of lost now. So how's the dating life for you? How do you meet people?
How do I meet people? Not through social media. I gotta meet you like in person. There's even people like that might hit me up on social media and I might be interested. Mm-hmm. And I always tell them like, if I don't see you nowhere, and they always say like, where am I gonna just see you at? I mean, I work in a club. Does that primarily
sound creepy when niggas say shit like that? Like, where am I gonna see you at? Does that ever? I
think I'm so used to it nowadays.
Are you one of those? I know you do bartending. Are you one of those girls who's like, if you want to see me, come to my club?
Yes, I am.
I hate that.
I be like, pull up on me.
I hate a pull up on me type of girl.
Yes, pull up on me tonight, right now.
Like, why there though?
Where you gonna run into me
I feel like a victim.
You the victim?
Yes, I do. I really feel like that.
I feel like I'm the victim.
Why can't we
when you get in my DM?
Else, though?
I feel like I'm the victim when you get in my DM.
Why you say that?
Because
it's a form of communication.
Okay, but now you want to
put some in your cup?
Nah, why you trying to put some more? Why you trying to put some more in my cup?
You was looking in your cup like it was empty. I'm being a gentleman.
Nah, that wasn't. But I like the fact that you was paying so much.
I don't like my black women going thirsty.
You're funny.
I'm just saying I don't. So I thought you was thirsty.
No, I'm not thirsty.
So I hate women who do that though. It's tough like talking to females in the restaurant industry, in the club industry, because they always want you to pull up on them.
I mean, but yeah, I'm at work. Why wouldn't you want to like, if you're interested,
spend money first?
Actually, I see where this is going.
That's how it goes.
I see where this is going.
Yeah.
No, it's not even that. Like, it's been people that's done put up on me, and I haven't required you to spend no money. I didn't say come and throw 10 bands on me or no shit like that. What I'm just saying is like, come say hi, introduce yourself. Like,
that's pressure though.
Why?
Because if I'm going, if I'm meeting you for the first time and I'm pulling up, right? And you work in ATL, right? You're in ATL
No,
right now?
I'm in Miami right now.
It gets tough. So now we in Miami and I'm pulling up on you, right?
Right.
My first time seeing you, I gotta, first impression is the most important impression, correct?
Okay.
Okay, so if I go there, I can't go there lacking. I can't go there and talk to you like I'm on the internet.
So don't talk to me like you're on the internet.
That's what I'm saying. So I didn't come here to just like, you could have kept this conversation on DM. So if I
All
go
of
there,
this
I
is-
gotta show out.
No, all
I
of this
either gotta
is-
buy a few drinks,
Yes,
tip well.
I mean, why would you not buy some drinks?
Tip well also. Not only buy drinks, but also tip well.
So if you're buying drinks from anybody, you
I'm
should
just
be
trying to
tipping
expose
well.
your game. That's all I'm trying to
It's
do.
not game. It's not.
I'm exposing your game.
No,
That's
I
it.
mean it's been guys that stuff pull up. They don't even drink. Like I don't even drink. Like so, bottled water, Red Bull, whatever the case is, you should be tipping anyway. So if you came and you bought a Red Bull, and you
So
know
your time is expensive.
yes, it is. I ain't even gonna lie to you with that. No, I'm not gonna lie. My time is expensive as fuck. It's not free.
I respect it.
It's not free.
Nah, I respect that. So how do I move past, if I wanted to date you and I started off in DM, how do I move past the bar life? Is there
Okay, so you-
stages? Is like
Yeah,
I gotta
you
make,
know, it's
like,
levels to this.
I gotta show up 3 or 4 times.
Yes.
So how does it work?
Yes,
Please
you need
explain
to,
to
you
me.
need to show up a few times. You know, we need to keep this momentum. You know, like that you're
Going.
interested. Nobody asked you to come here and you know make it rain.
Okay.
But you know, I mean, you know, in them times that you came to visit, I mean, if you paying attention,
I gotta make myself obviously.
you need to come make it
rememberable.
rain one of these times, because I mean, just what are we doing here? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
I think that's game.
It's not game. I want to see if you interested in me for real. If you like me and you've been paying attention to me because you're in my DMs, which I don't know. My point is like when people be in your DMs, I be like, do y'all even do y'all like research just a little bit? Like, because people say stuff and I'm like, oh, you just seen me. That's it. You just seen me and was like, ooh.
Do you think the worst DMs are the people who see you and then DM you after? How do you feel about those type of people?
What you mean?
Like, let's say I go to your club and, you know, I don't introduce myself formally or anything, and then I DM you. I was just at your bar. I didn't tip you. I didn't do nothing.
Oh, no, then... I mean, you on
What?
unread. You might be read and left on scene.
There's like some type of
There- what is
etiquette-
there to talk
there's
about?
type of etiquette that comes into this dating.
Yeah, I have people who be on my
a
DM
bartender.
and say like, I came to your bar and you know I've been interested in you for this, but you know it was too busy or it was too many niggas throwing money or you know I couldn't get in there to speak to you.
So you're like a confident nigga who can go in the trenches while money's being thrown and
The
hold his
trenches.
own.
That's the trenches.
Oh yeah, it gets crazy.
It gets crazy.
Yeah, never been to a
Yeah.
bar battle, a money battle with
Oh, like a
niggas?
money war.
Yeah, money
Yeah,
war.
I've been to those. You know,
Yeah.
they had those at my job.
Yeah, so you're receiving, but to be the nigga that's part of it, who's actually throwing it, it
It's some pressure?
It's pressure. Depends what type of niggas is there. That's why I'm like a,
Oh, so if you don't move well under pressure,
I'm like a Monday dude. I know my lane. I want to come there on a Monday, a Wednesday. I'm not trying to go there
Monday
on a
the
super-
wrong day to go. Because what if it's money war Mondays?
I won't go on that day.
Oh, you're not going.
What about Tuesday?
You want to go on slow day Saturday?
Yeah.
You want, like what? You want to go on a slow day?
Those days, I have your attention because there's less people in there.
That's not a problem. I've told people like it's a slow day. It's nobody in here. Pull up.
And you know what's my game?
What?
Because I know your game now. You know what's my game?
Do a shit game.
If I was really trying to get at you, or if I really thought like, you know what, if you're the baddest chick in here, I'm the type to throw money at the wackest chick in the club.
Oh, you get that type game.
Yeah, that's my type of game. Like, we're not gonna do that. If I just saw everybody spending money on you, like I would just like, no.
And you know what that's gonna make me think?
What?
No, not that you're a hater.
Hater
That
vibes.
you don't need to be trying to fuck with me anyway, because obviously you got bad taste. Like, yeah, I see. I was at
You
his
don't think you would
league.
notice me more?
Yeah,
me
look
doing
at.
that?
I'd be like, look at that clown ass nigga right there.
At least you noticed me.
I'd be like, oh nah.
And then I'll send
clown.
you the DM though.
Then you
after
send me a
that.
DM
Right
and say
after
what?
that. Huh?
What would you say?
No, you look like you was occupied and stuff like that. So I really came there for you, but
I've had somebody do this to me, and it was funny because they threw some money on somebody who probably never got no money thrown on in their life, and then they DM me and they was like, "You all right?" She was looking sad at work.
Did that work for him? A little bit.
I mean, I did respond.
You entertained them.
I responded.
Shout out to you, twin. Shout out, twin. That's my game
I put like a little upside down emoji on there, like what? Yeah. Like nigga, what?
Hey, everybody got their thing that they do.
Yeah, but a rude guy's never like, it's like those dudes on Instagram who like you never pay them attention, so they write on your post and say like, "Fuck you, that's why."
Niggas
like,
do that?
All right, yeah, they do. And then I wrote back like, "Is you out of your mind?" And they be like, "I got your attention," or didn't I? Be like,
nah, I ain't gonna do
block.
that. Yeah.
Block.
Yeah, that's toxic right there.
Yeah.
But I was reading about you, and you was in the military. Mm-hmm. Why would you ever do that though?
Why?
Yeah, why? Like, why would you volunteer to be, in
Well, it
service?
started off in college. I did ROTC.
Okay.
And then
You went to college in Cincinnati too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it was like, Cincinnati is such a horrible place. How do I get out of here?
Yeah. You rather go to the fucking army.
I would rather went to the army. I like to travel.
That's how bad
it
it
is. And then at the time, like this was like the big time when they was like giving away
That's
so
how
much
bad
money.
you really wanted to get out of there.
That's how bad I really wanted to get away from there.
Wow. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
And the money.
So how was that? How was that whole experience? Because obviously discipline, you're taught a lot. How did that change you, mold you? Did that make you better? Did that empower you?
I want to say like it made me better with some discipline, but I'm still never on time to anything.
Get the fuck out of here. I thought you gotta be very punctual.
You do, and I was always late, so everybody always had to suffer on account of me. But I didn't care because.
How about the physical aspect of it? Was it very difficult?
When I came home, I was like,
Jack.
it's like a knock a nigga out.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was there, I was really cheating. I was having the niggas lift me up to do my push. Yeah, I was
Cutting corners.
I was cutting corners like
Catholic
a
girl shit. I swear to God, that's what they do. I swear to God. But
It was a great experience though.
how long were you in the military for though?
3.5 years.
3.5 years. Did you leave or? Cause
No,
I
got a medical discharge, so they need to cut that check. It's due for that medical.
The reason for you, the reason for the discharge is because of the cancer or no?
Mm-mm. That came after the fact. So
what was the medical discharge?
The medical discharge was because I had like a stress fracture and my pelvis and my foot, and
your pelvis and your foot. But exercise were you doing? I'm being
we wasn't doing an exercise. We was doing a rucksack march, and so it's
what
like.
What is that? Explain, please.
I knew you was gonna ask me that. So when you do like PT and stuff like that or whatever, like you'll have a situation where like you'll go on these marches and they'll be long as hell. And so we had to do like a 12-mile one, like up like a mountain type situation, and you got on your full battle rattle. So I got on like the Kevlar and the backpack and the boots, and you got the gun and you marching. I don't think my little body was really built for that. And I think I was just doing too much.
Your pelvis?
That stuff weighs like just as much as you do, or if not more than your body.
Wow. So
when you march and stuff with all that stuff on, it's very important because it's not like you're marching like super slow. Like y'all marching at a certain pace. If you step up, like just imagine like you're carrying. It's like when you lift something. Like if you lift something wrong, you could fuck your back up. So like I fuck this little area up. It was what it was.
So all right. So
and I used that to get out the military.
So after you got out the military, what's going on in your life? Where do you move to? Where are you at this point in your life?
At this point, I came home. I had a nice little.
So you're back in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back in Cincinnati, got a nice little stash of money.
Okay.
But I don't know what I want to do.
So how did you decide on what you wanted to do?
I didn't really. I really kind of just coasted. Like I coasted, and then I got sick, and it was like, oh, okay. Like it was like I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I know I didn't never want to be in Cincinnati, but nothing really had pushed me to be gone from Cincinnati until I got sick.
So you getting sick is when you had cancer. What type of cancer did you have?
I had ovarian.
Wow. Was that very like obviously it was a very scary moment for you in your life.
It was. I couldn't believe it. Like, you know, like ovarian cancer is like a old white woman disease, they say.
For real?
That's what they say. Like, you know.
And what age were you?
23.
Damn, that's young. I read a little on it, and it usually happens for women who's over 40 years old.
Exactly. So
to be
for a long
young.
time they didn't know because they don't test for those things. It's like breast cancer. Like now people test for breast cancer younger.
Is there symptoms for those type of things?
It is like your abdomen swells, like you look like you like borderline pregnant. You know, you got all
Sounds
these
like chlamydia.
pains. How do you know about that though?
I'm just saying. I had chlamydia before. I drank ginger ale. It was gone in a few days.
Nah,
That was in the past though.
You drank ginger ale?
Yeah, I took a shot, drunk some ginger ale. It was good. I was out in the streets. I was fucking the next day. It's not, chlamydia is nothing. It's like having a cold. Matter of fact, COVID is more scary than fucking having chlamydia. I'd rather have chlamydia.
I mean, yeah, because you're gonna die.
Yeah, exactly. So, come on, chlamydia ain't shit. It's common
I don't
cold.
want to know,
Yeah,
but
anyways, it's crazy because my mother passed away in 2019,
I'm sorry to hear that.
and she had something in her body that could have grown to be cancerous because you know the cells, they get massive, they multiply, and they create tumors. So with my mother's situation, before it became a massive tumor, they was able to take it out. But her doing rehab, she ended up having I think a brain aneurysm where she was sleeping, and you know, she went through successful surgery. You know, she died probably like a few days from coming home. So I know how fatal these things can get.
I hope y'all did a malpractice on it.
I tried. You know, I'm on it. You know, I was on it. But obviously, because the way she died, there was no like, you know, there was no malintent or anything like that.
Right.
So it was one of those where she fell asleep and just didn't wake up. And things like that usually happen after surgery. You know, so it's fucked up, but you know, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes, and we just gotta accept it.
This is true.
So for you being that young, how did you deal with that, knowing that you had cancer?
It was bad. I think like I really had to what's the word I want to use? Like I had to self-motivate myself to get like through that because I didn't have nobody like to help me get through that. Like, you know,
Is your grandmother still alive during this time?
my grandma was still alive. So my grandma actually was like probably the only person, but it was just like weird, like because my grandma is not a very emotional person, which is probably where I get that from.
Yeah.
So it was like my grandma had cancer. So she had breast cancer though. So she's already went through cancer.
Okay.
But it was just like, well, what are you gonna do? And it's like I wouldn't talk
What's
to
your mental state when you find out 23 years old you have cancer?
I really think I was going
What stage is
crazy.
that when you found out?
When I found out, I was already in stage 3. You know, it's 4 stages. Like, I'm about to die. Like,
Yeah.
that's really what it was. Like,
Yeah.
it's 4 stages, I'm about to die. Because really what it was is,
And you really thought that? You really thought you was going to die?
I really thought I was gonna. It's like, it took them so long to figure out what was wrong with me. Like, that it's progressing, you know, as time is going on. Like, I literally went to, like, probably, like, 6, 7 doctors before, like, I went to, like, some random doctor. And they're like, oh, like, and they really didn't even want to do the test.
Did you feel like it was the Cincinnati medical, like, not catching on early to it? Because
No, I think we got good like medical facilities. I think what it was is the age. Like I said, like even with breast cancer, like they really don't test you until like what 30, 35 for breast cancer.
Okay.
Now they doing it younger because there's so many young people getting cancers and stuff like that. But like at this time, like nobody's just getting like I don't think I've ever met anybody young that has had ovarian cancer ever in my life, still to this day.
Yeah.
Like if I went to a support group, like because I went to like, well, it wasn't for me, but I've joined people's support groups to go speak and whatever and whatnot. I've never met anybody with ovarian cancer that was my age, like when I got it. None. Never. So
did the doctor ever give you a chance of like a percentage, like if this is how many months or this is your percentage of living? Were you ever at that state? Was it ever that close?
I mean, it was kind of more so like we need to put you on these treatment plans, but still it's no guarantee. I don't think they ever gave me a percentage. It was just kind of like, hey,
Whatever
this is what
you
we
do.
can. This is what we. I felt like they were sending me into palliative care.
Yeah.
Like this, what you get, and then
Are you a spiritual person?
I am a very, very spiritual person. Like I'm
Did you
very
have to
spiritual.
really tap into your spiritual side to get through this?
I think at this time I was losing my spiritual side. Like at this time,
deep.
I think I was starting to not believe. Like, cause I'm like, why me? Why me? Why
Of
me?
course.
Like, but
You
I
had to
think
go through chemo and all that.
I went through chemo. I went through radiation.
Damn.
I lost my hair. I was bald head. Niggas ain't want to fuck with me.
Damn,
like
you
it was
see?
bad.
You see how niggas treat bald
I
bitches?
see how they treat bald head women. Oh my god. I was like, oh nah, this shit is crazy.
And how long you had to go through that?
I went through that from, I mean, it seemed like it was a long time. I want to say like, 8 months to almost a year.
What did that do for your mental? Like, did you go through any depression during this time?
I felt like an ugly duckling. I'm not gonna lie. And people
That
constantly,
can make you go through depression.
yeah, I was feeling pretty low about myself. And I would get on, like, at this time, this is when Facebook was big. Plus, Facebook was big, period, in my city where I'm from, because we super late.
Did a lot of people know about your situation?
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. So, like, I used to write, on Facebook, like, how I'm feeling today, or, like, I can't take this. Like, we used to write on Facebook like people write on Twitter. Like, and
Your status.
people just would, like, nobody had nothing positive. Like, ooh, girl, you're going to get through it. Like, maybe I could offer some help. People would be like, girl, bye. Like, all this other kind of stuff. Like, you ain't really got cancer. You too young
Stop
to have
playing.
cancer.
People was really saying that?
They was definitely saying that. That's another probably reason why I was ready to leave my city, because I didn't have any support.
Why would somebody think you would fake that, though? I don't get it. Like,
well,
were you trying to raise money or something during this time?
No, but my best friend did raise some money for me. I wasn't asking anybody for anything, because I'm like one of them people, like,
Shout out to your best friend, though. That's real.
Yeah, that's definitely my homie since 9th grade.
Capricorn?
No, he's actually a Sagittarius.
Okay, shout out to him. Close enough.
Shout out to my Vincent. But like, it just was a lot of hate, no support. Like, I guess because I was so young and people were like, I don't know, people just thought I needed some attention. Like, I'm like, this ain't the type of attention I need if I want attention.
Of course not.
So,
did people ever feel like it got real when you was going through the treatments and the chemo and all that? Did you update your Facebook? Were you one of those, like, throughout the journey where you...
When people start seeing me, like, in the hospital, even though somebody said she's in the hospital because she's about to go have surgery, like, hey, come on now. Like, she went to go get her
Cincinnati's a different place.
They said
Cincinnati's a different place.
Cincinnati is definitely different. It's still negative like that to this day. But it just was like, I wasn't getting... It's crazy because the same people who used to talk so bad about me, now they be like, oh, I'm so glad you made it through that. And,
that's you got a dope story.
Nah, but you just was telling me, just telling me, like, I don't have it. You was just telling me, like, oh, girl, blah, whatever. And now I'm so glad to see you. Like, it's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Weren't you just down at me? And actually, like, this sounds crazy, right? But I remember specifically, like, an instance where one girl from my hometown was like picking on me about having cancer and this now my hair falling out.
That's fucked up.
Saying like, oh, you just shaved your hair off so you could pretend you had cancer. Like, no, well, first of all, your hair doesn't just like be perfectly, whatever. Like, it doesn't fall out perfectly, so you do have to shave it so it's uniform. But at the end of the day, it's like, you made all these jokes about me, and then she actually got sick and got cancer.
Wow.
And I was like, woo.
Did you reach out to her?
She died.
Wow. Did you ever get a chance to reach out to her?
No.
Damn.
I just thought it was crazy because when she went through it, like, everybody was like, she hid it from people, like, she was embarrassed, nobody knew.
Do you ever wish you reached out to her? Because you might have some type of compassion for people with cancer now.
I do.
Because you know what it's like.
I do have a compassion. Like, I like to talk to people all the time. People DM me all the time about that. Like, when you was going through this, you helped me get through it, or you helped me when my mom was going through it, or whatever the case may be. But nah, I'm not gonna sit here and say, and it might sound bad, that I wished I reached out to her, but I wish I knew where her mind was when she was making those comments to me, and where her mind was when she was going through that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
probably empathy at that time.
Yeah.
Because I feel like certain people, they got to go through certain situations to understand where you at, Well,
I hope God wasn't taking her through that because she was making fun of me.
Nah, everybody got their own battles and stuff like that, but that's something she had to experience. I think it would have been dope if y'all was able to talk about it when she did have cancer, though. I think it would have been a dope conversation because I feel like when people talk bad about you at a low point in their life, who knows what she was going through, and you was an easy target during that time, and she ends up going through the same thing.
Yeah, for all I know, she secretly could have knew that she was having some health issues herself.
True. Maybe that was a cry for help from her for you to reach out, whatever the case may be. Not saying that was your job or anything like that.
Yeah, I told you I don't work well with that kind of.
Yeah.
You got to come at me a little different.
So now, like, obviously, you don't have cancer no more. You beat that.
So I actually went through it twice.
Oh my God.
So I think I was like cancer free for about a year and a half, and then comes back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been cancer free for about 4 years now.
The second time wasn't as aggressive as the first time.
It wasn't as aggressive, but they always tell you anyway, like when you have cancer, that it's 80% like more likely that it'll come back again. Like my grandma came back 3 times. So
after you survived cancer, did you moved out of Cincinnati after all?
no,
the
I was
hating?
already, when I got sick,
You moved
I
already.
moved.
Okay.
I got well in Atlanta.
Okay. So is that where you live now today?
So it's kind of, I'm a nomad.
You did say you in Miami.
I'm in Miami. I'm a
Okay.
nomad, so I bounce everywhere. So yeah, I'm in Miami and I'm in Atlanta. I'm more in Miami now than I'm in
Do you
Atlanta.
look at life different now? Do you treat life different now after like beating cancer?
I think I did. I think as of lately I haven't, and that's kind of bad for me because I feel like I should appreciate. Sometimes I'll be forgetting like you went through all this, so
Yeah.
you should just be happy just to be here. Sometimes I be feeling like I never went through that, and it's like, oh, I could be doing so much more, but it's like you've done so much already.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I think it's a dope story, at least for awareness purposes for other people, and especially being so young going through that. Because we usually hear women over 40s going through that. To hear somebody early 20s going through that and surviving that and facing that twice, I think that's dope.
thank you.
I'll definitely tip you. You tell me a story like that, I'm coming through. I'll spend 10,000. I'm not even playing. Wouldn't even ask for a drink.
What?
Wouldn't even ask for a drink.
I'll probably get
You're
you
a
one
survivor.
anyway.
I respect that. You know
Okay,
what I'm
so
saying?
then that's the new game.
That's the. Hey, I'm not telling you. Don't give me ideas here. You know what I'm saying? But so that's dope. So I know that you're an actress too. I read that about you also. How did you get that opportunity to be in that movie Shaft with Samuel L. Jackson?
Been in a strip club.
For real?
A lot of
You met
opportunities.
Samuel L. Jackson in a strip club? He looked like a strip club nigga.
He probably is. I think he
Yeah.
might be, but no, I didn't meet him. I met tag. Why am I having a brain fart right now?
See, it happened to me with you.
Nah, you pronounced my name wrong.
I didn't pronounce it wrong.
You was about to pronounce it wrong.
I was not. I had
Nah,
to
but
make
this is
sure I was on
different. This is
point.
different. You gotta have my name right, 'cause I'm right here in front of your face. Tag. Yeah, Will Packer.
The director.
No, he wasn't the director. Tim Story was the director. Will Packer is the director of Compton and what's the other, all the like black movies like with Kevin
I don't know
Hart.
why I thought Signet who passed? What's his name? The director who passed. Who did?
I forgot. I know who he's talking about though. But
This
no,
is
that
bad.
wasn't.
This is bad.
I know we gotta get this together.
This is Black History Month. We gotta get it. Fever. Who that was, please? John Singletary. Yes.
John
Singleton.
who's Cemetery?
Yeah, Singleton. You're an actress. You should know this.
I said I was having a brain fart too.
Yes. I thought he directed Compton, but I think he.
But I thought like
It
Will
wasn't
Packer
him.
had something to do with that. I know he had
Anyways.
something to do with. I know he had something to do with it because it was in his daggone history bio
Yeah,
thing
coulda
up there at the top.
co-directed or
Yeah, something like that.
So he found you. Or
So he was in a
directed
strip
it.
club. Him and his
Okay.
wife was in a strip club, and I met them through my homeboy Big Tigger, and we exchanged information, and I lost his information.
How you do that? You fumbled. Like
Nah,
that?
it was on the back of a receipt that I needed to turn in so I could get my credit card tip.
Yeah, but you know you're supposed to.
I should have took a
That's
picture
more
of it.
important than the tip.
It was, but I was moving too
Yeah.
fast. I probably had too many shots of Hennessy that night. I don't know anything.
So
But
how were you able to retrieve that and able to reach out to him
I
again?
wasn't. My bosses and stuff wouldn't even give it to me. They didn't care. They didn't care nothing about me. Actually, like 6 months later, like Big Sigger had reached out to me, and he was like, "Oh, he asked about you." You know?
Okay, that's dope.
And so he told me about the opportunity, and he told me to reach out, and I went through the cycle of events, which was doing the home screening and doing
How
a
was
reel
that
for
whole
them.
experience? Being an actress and being in Hollywood and starring in the big
Being in
film.
Hollywood, I wasn't never really in Hollywood. I mean, I went out there for some
Well,
things.
your movies being played in the major theaters and stuff like that. To me, I feel like you're part of Hollywood. You're an actress.
This is true. One day I'm gonna get that star. I got to
Yeah.
do a few more films though. But
How was that experience though? The love, the attention that you got.
it was mixed. Like I told you, it's always some hating going on. So I'm back
Cincinnati
home.
came out.
Back home, it was like,
Hope you're not on Facebook no more.
no. Once I left Cincinnati, Facebook was
Yeah,
gone.
yeah.
Like Facebook was gone. But
Was it hard for you to transition into that acting world, like remembering your words?
I'm not gonna
and-
lie. I don't know if it was because it was Samuel L. Jackson or what it
You
was. Because
starstruck?
I was starstruck. It was just like I couldn't get it right. Like I could, like the timing. I couldn't not remember my lines. I remember what I was supposed to say, but it was like go, and I'm like delayed.
nervous.
I'm delayed as hell.
Were you nervous?
It was
Who
just.
would it be? You would.
I don't want to say it was nerves because it wasn't nerves. It was like I don't know. Maybe it was nerves.
Yeah.
I just was delayed as hell.
So how did you get through that though?
He walked me through it,
Oh,
like,
for
which
real?
was really cool because it was other actors and actresses there that wasn't as nice, and I'm like,
course.
y'all not even the stars, and y'all got y'all nerve.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a dope experience
Do
working
you,
with
do you
them.
plan on keeping up with the whole?
I keep telling
acting?
people that I do plan on doing that, but I don't know what's going on in life. It just keep taking me other places right now. I want to. It's something that
What
I'm
you talking about,
genuinely.
the strip club.
You can't get away from the strip club. Can't get away from the strip club. Oh
That's why
my
you hate
god.
Boston so much. We're not like up to speed with you.
Nah, that's not why. It's just a little slow and
Slow.
boring
Oh,
here.
okay.
And y'all don't have hookahs in
Yeah.
y'all places, and I can't with that. But I definitely want to get back into it. I feel like I had a moment that a lot of people don't have, which is to do their first thing as something so major. It's kind of like I get that blessing, and I don't think I was ready for the blessing.
It's still
And
dope on the resume though.
it is dope. It
Even
is
with
dope.
the actor that you did it with, that's still dope to have that on your catalog.
Fire. Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it yet.
Go watch it. It's on Prime.
She looked fire.
Damn. The way you said it, I'm gonna watch it. It sounds like Pornhub. Say that again.
Go watch it. It's on
Oh
Prime.
yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
Okay,
for
do
sure,
that.
for sure. Can't wait. I'm watching tonight
Tonight.
after school.
And then tell everybody to watch it too, because I need my residual check.
No, that's dope. That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you have a dope story being able to beat cancer, and now you acting in a big movie, Shaft, and what else do you have going on in your life right now?
The biggest thing that I have going on right now is this book called Principles that I'm about to
Don't
drop.
tell me it's another tell-all book.
No, but I'm gonna show you the cover in the meanwhile while I tell you about it. It's really about
You're not telling on niggas.
Nah,
that was in your
I don't got
DMs
none.
and
I don't got none of that going on.
Okay, all right.
But let me see. It's a book more so kind of like
About your journey?
No, it's
Your
not. Can I
experiences?
tell you what it's about?
My fault.
I'm gonna write a book about that. I've been working on that too. It's kind of like a couple books that I want to write. That's really my thing. Like I really want to start, hashing out
I would think
feelings
your
and
first book
emotions.
would be about you, but
I think my story is still being written, and I don't feel like writing it now would do it any justice.
okay.
Like I
That's-
don't think
that
I
makes
really,
sense.
I don't think I really had
So
the
what is
moment I
this
need
book
to
on
have.
Principles about?
It's kind of about like maybe some first 48 Cincinnati things
Oh, okay.
or whatever. It's kind of.
You keep going back to Cincinnati. Leave them people alone. You left for a
I
reason.
know, right? I need
They
to
will go
leave.
to Miami and whoop your ass. You got nice teeth. All right? Please leave them people in Cincinnati alone, girl.
I need to.
You're doing very well in your life.
But it's kind of just like a hood story, but in a non-fiction way, because we can't put no real names and we can't
No,
put
of
no real
course.
dates and we
Yo,
can't put no real
I
places.
understand.
But kind of just like a journey of like a upbringing of somebody in the city, and how the drugs and the violence and the money and all that kind of take over. But I think it's dope that people will like it because everybody who I've had read it is like really
and
into
hopefully you
it.
can turn that into like a web series or something, or even, you know, a
Or
Netflix
into
show,
Netflix something
whatever.
because everybody like
Prime,
literally.
because I done seen some trash ass movies on Prime.
That's the wave right now.
Yeah.
But my stuff is up there with like Power Snowfall, like
my
all
bad.
that.
My
Yeah,
bad.
all that.
So let's talk about your dating life.
Ooh.
How's that going for you right now?
Dating.
Yeah. And how do you go about dating people?
I got a bae.
Well, you got a bae. You got a nigga. What does he do? Is he an athlete? Is he a CEO? Is he a business guy? What type of
He's an
person is he?
entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. One of those guys that DM'd you and went in the club and represented and made the right scene?
We did meet each other in a club.
Okay.
But no, he
Did he
didn't write
come
me.
on a Monday, on a Money War Monday?
He did not.
And won your heart?
No.
It's a high price to pay.
No, but he did come in the club with some love.
He show you some love.
No, right into Miami with love.
That's real love, though.
That's real love?
Yeah.
But you don't do that.
Nah, I told you, my first date is gonna be the club.
Yeah, but you're not going to see the bartender, or you're not going to see a waitress or a dancer. You're going to take someone to the club. Are you going to give her like a whole bunch of money to throw on somebody?
Yeah, I don't like throwing money at women. If I'm
So
with
what we going to the
somebody.
club for?
No, I'll give you money to throw, but I don't want to be the guy throwing the money. I want you to do all that because I'm here with you.
Oh, okay.
So I don't want you to see me throwing money at other women. That's not. I don't get nothing out of that. I'd rather you do that. You know, I'm a gentleman when it comes to stuff like that. Do I meet the dating criteria?
I don't know, because you're a little saucy.
For real?
Good.
No, I'm not even. I'm good. Do I have the proper etiquette?
Nah, you said you don't open doors.
I do open doors. I just hate when people don't say
You don't
thank you
open
after
car doors.
I don't open car doors.
Because you going to put
I
your
usually
jacket down
valet.
on a...
You like that? You think I'm happy walking out here? I usually valet, baby.
Oh man,
You know what I'm saying?
we could go all day, but I'm just saying we can go all day.
I'll never let you cross the street. I'll never do that to my black queens.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, you know, in the event that the valet was taking long and we had to wait for the valet to come, like, is you gonna?
Of course.
You know.
Of course, I'm gonna do that all day.
Okay, is you gonna give me your jacket when I'm cold?
Absolutely.
You gonna throw your jacket down on the puddle so I can
Come
walk
on.
over?
See, that's why I hate about
Hey,
black
I had
women.
a nigga do
That's
that.
why I hate about black women. Y'all just gotta take it there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just gotta always reach.
But I don't know. So you saying you would do a lot of stuff that you were saying you wouldn't do a minute ago?
Well, sometimes you know, people change. You know what I'm saying?
Sound like Cap.
But I'm happy that your dating life is going well for you. And have you ever dated people in the industry? Is it hard for you to date people?
No, I think like everybody. That was gonna sound really bad, but I'm a Leo. I think everybody loves me. Like I just think that I mesh well with every type of person.
Is it hard dating a guy that, you know, jealousy, insecurity, especially in that lane? And you're in Miami now.
Yeah, jealousy is like it don't matter what it doesn't matter what the person does. Like it's just always there. I think it's more so what I do.
Yeah.
I think my lifestyle bothers people.
I think if I was to date somebody who on IG and does their thing on IG and I understand their lifestyle, I wouldn't be able to follow them. I don't think it's healthy for me.
I'm like that. I
Yeah.
don't like to follow people that like I'm talking to, but they be like, follow me. Like I'd be like,
No,
why?
I'm not into that because I think it's unhealthy. It'll be hard for me to even go to your job.
Why?
I don't want to see all that. I'll let you be
So
at
you
work.
would never come see me at work?
No, I will probably with the homies to show love and support you and all that.
Okay.
But,
Well, you don't got to be there every night.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying like I'd rather you be at work and you do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to interrupt that.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So you might have
like that.
dudes
That's a
who
good
date
look.
females who got to be there all the time. You might have the picker up burst. You know those guys, fake pimps.
I was gonna say that sound like a pimp.
But they're the boyfriends that like to pick their bartender girlfriend up, and they scared that they might get picked up, or you know they want to play Uber for you, and they're gonna pick you up every night after your shift. You know what I'm saying? Even after Monday Night Football on, he's still outside waiting for you.
I mean, nothing.
You ever
wrong
had to
with
deal
that.
with men like that in the past?
I did. I
gets
don't have
hard.
anything to say about that.
Before we get out of here, I want to talk to you about some current events real quick, right? You're an educated female, from what I can get. You know who Joe Rogan is?
I actually don't.
You don't know who Joe Rogan is?
No.
He's like a famous podcaster. He used to be like a UFC broadcaster. Like he's pretty
He looked
big.
up at me like, you don't know who that
he's
is?
a big deal. Like in this industry of podcasting, he's like radio. He's like one of those dudes, like big contract, $100 million deals and stuff like that. But
I'm at the loop.
how do you feel about the whole cancel culture? Because right now we're trying to cancel him. On his podcast a few times he dropped the N-bomb, and he joked about black people going to watch Planet of the Apes and landing in Philly and realizing that he was in Africa.
Dang, he just like killed Philly like that though. But
he was going crazy.
I feel like people being canceled is kind of like different. The only reason why I say that is because black people are always canceling black people, right? Mm-hmm. So to me, it's like, I want to say like,
you think so? I don't
definitely
agree.
do. I
feel like black people, we support our own, no matter what. I feel like we supported R. Kelly until we couldn't support him no more. I feel like we supported Bill Cosby. I feel like black people were very supportive when it comes to our own. I disagree with you when it comes there.
I don't feel like that, and I definitely don't feel like.
I'm talking about anybody outside of Cincinnati. We support them to the fullest.
No, we didn't support R. Kelly, but
we did to a certain. We didn't want to believe it. We seen the tape and said it wasn't him. We knew it wasn't him.
No, we didn't. Who said it wasn't him?
And we still supported him. We still bought his albums. We still went to his shows.
I just feel like, yes, I don't think it's right for this Rogan to do whatever he did on his show, drop the N-word, talk about people on the Planet Apes, whatever the case may be. But is that going to be the same way, like, when it comes to black people? Like, because at the end of the day, what it is to me is like, y'all gonna cancel this guy, right? And then it's gonna turn around and be another situation. And then like the baby, like, have you seen the video where he's beating up?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, but go on.
Oh, okay, I don't want to go into that if you're gonna talk about that.
No, but I'm saying make your point.
So my thing is like, we cancel the baby? You don't feel like we canceled the baby?
No, I feel like we really didn't. No,
I really feel like they did. He really stopped doing shows.
I feel the masses people tried to, but we were still fucking with him. I feel like black people are very supportive.
Well, I ain't never liked the
when
baby
it comes to this is where I felt like the baby got canceled more on how he treated his baby mother, not what he said on that stage. I felt like his image started to change, and he started to lose black women's support is the way he treated his baby mother and women's support period when he kicked her out the house and started doing corny shit like that. I felt like that's when he lost support of people. But just being a good person.
I don't feel like that. I feel like people get over that because that's something that goes on, like black relationships all the time type shit. So I feel like people will really stop supporting him when he did that shit on stage.
I think so.
But I feel like if y'all go ahead and y'all cancel this guy, not saying that he shouldn't be canceled, then when it turns around and it's time for, a black person, it's going to be easy for people to just be like, yeah.
I honestly feel that black people have a higher tolerance when it comes to disrespect. And it's so quick for us to forgive people and say Joe Rogan, he made a mistake, and you have all these black friends of his that saying like it's old, it's this and that, and I just feel like we're so used to being disrespected that it's just easy for us to forgive.
I feel like that's on what you canceling people for is different. Like, so I feel like I can't say that because it's really the same. I was gonna say him saying what he said, which was racist, is a reason for someone to be canceled. But then
you're just trying to debate
what the baby said is kind of still sexist.
How do you feel about the baby? How do you feel about him?
I don't know if I should really be saying this because you never know when this might come back up again later.
No, honestly, how do you feel about him?
I don't. Just because I've, like when you be in different kind of, events or areas and you witness people like in real life, like the same ignorance that I be seeing on the net, I have seen in real life with my real eyes.
Maybe it's ego. Money changes people. I don't know if he always been like that, so I can't say money changes them. But sometimes money makes you a worse person than you already are. Kind of like makes the tolerance even more. It makes people tolerate your ignorance even more. Like, I'm a fan of the baby. I'm not crazy about his music like that, but I do fuck with him.
So what are you a fan of?
I like to see niggas win. I like niggas who have a story and come from nothing and make it. So I like his story. His music is cool. I'm not the biggest fan of his music. I can go without it, but I could fuck with it depending on what song it is.
That doesn't make you a fan of his though. That just means yeah,
I like him. He's cool. He's cool. But I don't know. I definitely was disappointed when he did that with his baby mother. I thought that was corny. The corny part about it is not that it happened, because like you said, shit like that happens all the time. It's the fact that he went on live and he recorded him doing that. That's
I thought that was more so he wanted to have like
evidence or something like that.
The evidence, even though he could have made probably a regular video, but I think
he kept it to himself.
Yeah, I think he just needed other people to see it so they can't deny that it really didn't happen. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but people don't understand postpartum is a real thing.
It is.
She just had a kid, and females being their feelings and certain emotions and stuff like that. That's something that, men fail to realize. And that's a real thing. So you can't just call somebody crazy because they might be going through something. Especially that's your baby mother too. So you're supposed to have a high tolerance for that. That's just me.
Well, it looked like he don't like no females. Like, he kind of disrespectful all females from what I've seen in
He
real
just
life.
knocked out his brother though. Why niggas keep trying him though? They do get busy though. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know. They need to stop though. But like I said, I feel like when it comes to canceling people, y'all can cancel everybody y'all want to. But then when y'all ask to save somebody, then it's like.
I felt like, speaking about Kanye, that's where we're about to jump into next. I feel like he was another nigga.
I love
was
Kanye.
Canceled. I canceled Kanye for a little bit.
I love Kanye.
But then we forgave him and we forgot like it never happened with Kanye. How do you feel about how Kanye's acting right now? And how he's going about his situation
acting right
with
now?
His ex-wife.
I don't know, because, he got his new little CD going on. He say some things in there too. But
do you feel like
I do feel like she shouldn't be doing the things that she's doing with the daughter, for sure. But
do you think that's everything you're hearing is true? Because I feel like Kanye is always posting something on Instagram.
I don't see him posting his kids.
Not his kids, but even the whole TikTok thing that Kanye's talking about.
Yeah, I don't see him doing stuff like that.
He's not, but you already know what you're getting yourself into. You know who you're dating. You know who you married. These are famous people. There's no way your daughter's not gonna be on Instagram knowing who her mother is. Now he just brought up the value of her being on TikTok.
Maybe that's what he was secretly trying to do. Kanye do stuff like that. Like, it's not no, like fly the moment thing.
I think he's doing too much though.
But that's Kanye. He's always doing too much. That's why I like Kanye.
For real? You're toxic like that? You like the toxic
It's not
vibes?
that. I just feel like he knows how to turn it into.
Calm.
I am. I'm
is
not
there
sure.
Another side of you?
There is.
A crazy side?
Yes, for sure.
You'll kill a nigga?
I will.
I believe you.
Mm-hmm.
With a smile.
With a smile. But I just think that Kanye.
Cincinnati.
Don't shout out Cincinnati, even though that is my city. I just feel like he does things and it's all part of the master plan. So I wouldn't even think that what's going on is not part of his master plan. Like all that going crazy. I mean, even though I think he did really go crazy when his mom died. But,
of course,
the whole thing with then him making gospel CDs and all that other kind of stuff and him getting to church and all this and whatever and whatnot, like as him coming out of the dark place that he was in and all the Trump stuff and all of it be part of the master plan.
I hope
this
so.
whole situation with Kim, they probably arranged this for all we know.
We never know. My last
But don't cancel him.
My last question to you is all the shit that you've been through in your life, do you feel like you escaped death?
Several times.
You really feel that?
I mean, I don't feel like I escaped it. I feel like it's God's plan, like Drake said.
So that means that you're here for a real purpose. You're here for a real reason. So
I agree. I think I really am here for a real purpose. I really feel like, and I tell people this all the time when I was doing my why me, when I was getting cancer so young, is that I had to go through it for other people. I don't feel like I went through cancer for me.
Okay.
I feel like I went through cancer for other people. I feel like I went through cancer at such a young age. Like, I don't know how to say this without saying that, but like, I feel like I was popping and then I was suddenly not popping. Like,
do you think that was to humble you or give you a humble experience?
Mm-hmm. I feel like I got humbled real quick. I mean, not saying that I was like a arrogant or like, like I was never that type of person, but I just feel like it gave me a whole different kind of heart that I didn't. I had a good heart, but it gave me a different kind of heart that was more compassionate to
probably empathize more with people now.
To everybody. So when people see a 40-year-old woman going through what I went through, or some of the things like, because after I went through that, I got a whole bunch of other health issues. I went through congestive heart failure after that, like from, body things that I was going through. And people had to, relate to me on that aspect. But it's like going through all of that at the age that I went through it helped other people, I think, see like, hey, I'm dealing with this. I can get through it versus seeing a 40-year-old. That's regular. It's something you always see.
It's common.
Like,
your situation was rare.
But me going through it was so other people could see like there's some girl somewhere that's 20 something that people look up to or that people rock with, that's popular. This doesn't just happen to the nobody girl. This doesn't just happen to the old lady. This doesn't just happen to like somebody that nobody knows. Like this can happen very much so to the girl who's prom queen, to whatever.
Cancer is not prejudice. It can hit anybody. And that's why it's one of the worst things. I feel like just from listening to your story, I think you definitely here for a reason. I think that you should take your story and spread the awareness, and should be out there doing some public speaking. And
I thought about that, but I didn't know how to get started. That's another thing I want to do.
And I feel like that purpose is way more important than the acting and the Monday night money wars and all that. I feel like that's
But how do you get started? Maybe you can help me with that.
Yeah, I think right here you're already starting. You're already talking about it, just opening up, even writing books and all that. I think that's really dope. We need people like talking about these experiences, because this should be driving people crazy. It's going through cancers, making people go crazy. People have to go through therapy, depression, then you got it again, and
Yeah.
So something to think about. I had a great time talking to you, even though I almost fucked up your name, though.
Yeah, and even though I almost fucked you up, but
I'm gonna go behind the ball. I'll make sure I come visit you in Miami. I'm there frequently. What bars do you work on in Miami? So
I'm in transition right now, so I'm trying to find out which is the new popping spot. Like, really, honestly, when you're a bartender, you got to move around a bit.
Anything you got coming out you want to tell everybody before we, get off?
Stay tuned for this book, Principles, that's coming out soon. I can't give you a date because I'm stalling, I'm lacking. I need to get it together, but it will be dropping. And when it does drop, maybe I'll be back to talk about it with you.
Oh, that'd be dope. I can't wait. Hopefully you're single at that time. And, I can take you on a squire date, and then we can figure everything. I'm a great guy like that.
Okay.
That's what Capricorns do.
Cap.
Yeah. Signing out is BNF Podcast. We here with the most beautiful Miss.
Don't do it. Quit playing with me.
I'm fucking with you. I know you are.
Because it's too easy. It's too easy.
G-I
Jane.
Jane, I did it on purpose. I was fucking with you.
Yeah.
I really know your name.
I know you do.
I've been looking you up all day.
I know you know it.
I know everything about you. This question's not even asked. I've been looking you up all day. I know everything about you.
We would be here for a couple podcasts.
Yes, trust me. I know everything about you. So it was nice meeting you. I love your story. Hopefully you keep doing your thing.
Thank you.
All right, nice meeting you. My dog. BNF Podcast. Signing out.
Bye.